Oh, what's up, y'all? We back, episode 3. Gonna talk a little Cavs Warriors. Game 1 is tomorrow night. Just gonna talk about some of the more important things in the series and some of the things I think are gonna be key. First off, it's the rematch. It's the third time. It's still a rematch. The third time. I don't know, but it's the third time they've gone against each other in the finals. Warriors 1-15, Cavs 1-16. A couple new people in the series. Cavs, whole new bench. They kind of reloaded. But also same thing with the Warriors. They got a couple new people coming off the bench. But nobody is more important that is new into the series as Kevin Durant. I think a lot of the pressure is on him. Just think people want him to not win just because they think he took the easy way out. But this is the whole reason he left OKC to put himself in a better spot to be in the finals, and this is what he's got. So if he doesn't win, I think he's going to be looked at as kind of a failure. This is the first finals that it's kind of, to me, that it's kind of okay if LeBron loses. Like, we always give him, tough time whenever he doesn't succeed or whenever, he has a bad game or we think he should win everything. He shouldn't lose at anything. But I think if he loses this one, people will just be like, well, he lost to the Warriors, so it's okay. Like, they got 4 All-Stars. Curry's probably, going to be a Hall of Famer. So is Kevin Durant. So I think they might let him slide, honestly. I think a big key in the series is going to be rebounding. I think the Cavs have the edge with Thompson, Kevin Love, and LeBron as their front line. I just think that's, Thompson's good for 11-12. Kevin Love's always been a great rebounder. And LeBron can get you anywhere from 7 to 12 himself. So I think that's going to be a big deal. As far as rebounding for the Warriors, you got Draymond, Zaza Pachulia, and McGee kind of, they kind of do it by committee. And then Kevin Durant, been getting a lot of rebounds lately, and he's been relied on to protect the rim some this season. So we'll see if it keeps up. The 3-point shot, both these teams love to shoot the 3-pointer. Obviously, Curry, Durant, Klay Thompson, even Draymond shoots the 3. Then you got Kevin Love, Kyrie, Korver, Darren Williams off the bench. They love to shoot the 3 as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Game 1 you see maybe 60 to 65 combined attempts from both teams. Like, I just think a lot of quick threes will be shot. A lot of in transition when they could probably get a better shot. Klay Thompson, he runs straight to the line. He don't even think about a layup. He runs straight to the 3-point line. So I think you might see, like I said, 60 to 65 combined threes. It'll be interesting to see what both teams shoot because they're coming off like a long layoff. Like Warriors, I don't think they played in 9 or 10 days, and then the Cavs just finished up maybe I think less than a week ago. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out ready to play. If anybody comes out flat, if Klay Thompson can kind of get out of his slump. Really good shooter, really good player, but he's struggled a little bit in the last series. I think he only averaged maybe like 11 points a game. Another big thing, big matchup, iconic play from last year. Kyrie hit the step back to kind of, seal it for the Cavs. So Kyrie versus Curry. Kyrie had a really good series last series versus Boston. Curry's had a really good playoffs. He's really looked like, real energized and ready to play. He's been he always tweets he's locked in before the game, so he's really looked like that lately. It'll be interesting to see if they guard each other. I know in past matchups, which would have been like earlier in the year because the Cavs and the Warriors split. Cavs won on Christmas Day, and then the Warriors kind of blew them out later in the season. I think in like February. But from what I see, Klay Thompson guards Kyrie a lot. I think they try to put size on Kyrie. So it'll be interesting to see, the times they do get matched up on each other and what comes out of that. I don't think either one has the edge. I don't think either one of them can really guard the other just because they're very talented and special players. Curry being a 2-time MVP. Like I said, Kyrie obviously he's a champion because he locked it up last year with that last shot. I can't really give one the edge. I think they kind of, X each other out just because they're, like I said, so talented and they're great players. The next matchup, KD and LeBron. Everybody's been waiting for this. the game has kind of gone away from like big men, in the past like maybe 10 years, and it's all about the wing player now. Like, of course, you have great point guards. Damn near every team in the league has a great point guard, and but it's kind of all about the wings. Like, if you look at the teams who won, they've had great wings. So obviously LeBron with the Cavs, with the Heat, even Golden State, Klay Thompson, Spurs when they won, Kawhi Leonard, and just look around the league. It's kind of dominated by wings. You got DeRozan, Paul George, Gordon Hayward. I don't want to leave anybody out. Who am I missing? Antetokounmpo with the Bucks. Brad Beal had a great year. Wasn't an All-Star. Probably should have been. Melo's top 25 scorer. So Jimmy Butler, Wade. Like, the league is kind of dominated by wings to me. So this is kind of perfect in a sense to where no disrespect to Iguodala, but it's always kind of been like Iguodala guards LeBron. He hasn't had anybody like with similar offensive or even better offensive game than he has. So now you got KD, LeBron, matched up before in 2012. Each on a different team. LeBron the Heat, Durant on OKC, and this is what everybody wanted. This is, like I said, this is why Durant came to Golden State. This is why LeBron came back to Cleveland. So it'll be interesting to see when they get matched up. I really hope they guard each other. I hope LeBron doesn't have to chase Klay Thompson around. I really hope these guys a couple times a game get they just clear out one side of the floor and they can go, because that'd be interesting. Because I think it's it's consensus that LeBron is the best player in the world, and I don't think you can put Durant out of the top 5 in that category. It's just my personal opinion. This is another case where I think they both X each other out. LeBron does a little more, has probably a better floor game as far as like getting other people involved. But don't sleep on KD. Like, he'll get you 5 or 6 assists too, and you won't even know it. He's doing a great job of rebounding this year. He's blocking more shots than I've probably ever seen him do before. So like I said, they X each other out. But I think LeBron does his normal, 25, 8 and 8 type of deal. But I think you see Kevin Durant get a couple, 26 and 12s, 25 and 10. I think he comes through. I really do. I think he's been waiting on this. I think he's focused. I think he's healthy, and I think he really wants to be a champion. He made a comment the other day saying, this won't like complete him, and there's more to life, and that's great, and there is, but you can't tell me he doesn't play to win. He wants a championship. He's playing to win. He's not playing. He doesn't seem like a let me just get my money type guy. He seems like he really wants to win a championship and be considered as one of the greats. If I had to give a prediction on the series, first of all, as a fan, I hope it goes 7 like last year, because that was insane. I really hope all the people that we want to perform come through, as far as LeBron, KD, Kyrie, Curry, Thompson, Love. I think there may be somebody off Golden State's bench that has a random good game. I just got a feeling that McGee there's gonna be a game where he gets maybe 14 or 16 that he shouldn't, just off lobs and tip-ins and just like garbage baskets, baskets he's not really posting up or hitting a jump hook, but just I think there's something there. I think because everybody's been giving Golden State problems because they kind of gutted their bench in order to get KD, which I don't see why you don't. But I think like Livingston might have a good game. Not saying they all will at the same time, but I think Livingston or McGee or Iguodala or even Ian Clark, the shooter for Belmont. I think one of them come in and maybe have a good game. Not to say they come in and get 25, but maybe like 10 to 12, 14, just points that you wouldn't expect. And to me, that's kind of like special teams in football. If you get 10 to 12 points out of a person that you didn't expect 10 or 12 points out of, that's just as good as returning the kickoff or returning the punt. You know what I'm saying? It's just extra. Gives your team an extra boost, and that's an element you didn't expect to have coming into the game. Cavs, I really think the second unit is going to be a big key. Like, can they hold it down? Can LeBron get a couple minutes of rest? Like, what I'm saying? Out of 48 minutes, if he can play 38, if he can sit on the bench for 10 minutes and they could, not exactly have the lead, but keep it a 4-point game and 6-point game, somewhere in striking distance. I think that'll be key. I really think Darren Williams is an upgrade over Dellavedova. Dellavedova was kind of just in there to harass Curry, he did a great job of that. But I think he got a lot of open shots in the past 2 finals, and I just think you feel better with Darren Williams shooting those open shots. Just Dellavedova, no disrespect to him, but if it's me and I got him on one wing and Darren Williams on the other wing, I'm probably gonna kick to Darren Williams. That's just me personally. Korver, can he hit shots, but also can he guard? So he's playing the 3. So there may be times where he get matched up on Durant or Klay Thompson. So can he guard his own position? That's gonna be tough too. That's a lot to ask. Those are 2 all-star players, one being the MVP. So that's something to look out for. Richard Jefferson, older player, but it always seems like every game he comes in and gets a dunk and a 3-pointer and he holds his own. So I don't even think you can just call him old. He does a great job of coming in and doing his job, doing what's asked of him. J.R. Smith's going to be a big key. I know he doesn't come off the bench, but he's going to be a big key just because he's went from like this prolific scorer to kind of like a 3-and-D player. Like you expect him to get knock down shots and guard well, and he's done a good job of that. He's accepted his role, and I think he'll be key. Shumpert, can Shumpert get something going? He very talented player, very athletic player. I think his defense is going to be key. I think you'll see him matched up on Durant quite a bit. He'll even take a shot at Curry, chase around Klay Thompson, and I think he kind of lives for that stuff. He doesn't really let people dance on him, and when I say dance on him, do 6 and 7 moves like. He's going to be in your jersey. So, I think he'll be key. I think you'll see a lot of him this series, and not particularly for his offensive ability, but, just because he harasses people. I think he might play that Delly role this year, just as far as, like, just bothering Curry, just be out there being, just a nuisance, just making stuff happen for his team. You might see him. I wouldn't be surprised if he harassed somebody up the court and they throw it away or they just dribble off their leg. I just think he's that type of player that, he's got that passion defensively, so I think he'll be key too. If I had to give a prediction, like I said, as a fan, I hope it goes 7. But I like the Warriors. I don't know why. And it's tough for me to go against LeBron. And I probably shouldn't. I'll probably pay for this. And if I'm wrong, I'll do a video and I'll own up to it. I'll give LeBron about 5 minutes on why why I shouldn't have bet against him. But I think the Warriors in 7. I just think the fact that Game 7 is going to have to be played at Oracle, and the fact that they no longer do the 2-3-2 format, which would be 2 games in Golden State, 2 games at Cleveland, or 2 games at Golden State, 3 games at Cleveland, and 2 games back in Oakland. Now that they do the 2-2-1-1-1, which means Cleveland won't have it 3 games in a row. So that means basically if they were to steal game 1 or 2, they would have 3 at home. So that's more an advantage. Now that they do 2-2-1-1-1. I just think Game 7 in Oracle, and I know they beat them last year, but I just think the element of Kevin Durant, that's just a 4th person you have to close out on now, and I just think that's too much. So I think it's going to be a great series. I hope it's a great series. I think Game 1 is probably going to be amazing. I hope it goes to 9 overtimes, just as a fan, just because, and this is just going to be one of them series that, it's unfortunate if somebody has to lose, but it's just the way it is. And another prediction, I think this is going to be the most watched finals ever. 3,017, 4,000, all that. I think this is the most watched finals ever. So, I just need everybody to gear up, make your plans, make sure you're not on the road during the game. Make sure, you with some family and some friends, or, you're out in a public place, and just make sure you catch every minute of the game because it's going to be a great one, man. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll talk to y'all.